Alright, hey guys, what's up? Ghost here with a video this time, talking about my Series X that I got a month ago. So if you guys haven't noticed, in the past few videos that I made, my recording quality has significantly gotten better. Not from a new capture card, but from a Series X. So, I actually got my hands on one. And my dad actually got my hands on it, for my graduation gift. He found it on Facebook Marketplace, and it was like retail price almost. It was like $5.50 or something like that. It wasn't that much more. But yeah, so that's how I got my hands on it. But I just wanted to go over some of the things that I love about this console and some of the things I don't love about this console, but can be improved on in the future. So basically, I've had it for a month now, and I wanted to have experience with it before I made a video about it and stuff like that. Just to get a feel for it, make sure that everything's working okay, make sure that I have enough research into it that would help my decision making for this video. But without further ado, let's go into the things that I like about it. So with the Series X, it's weird, but it is on every game that I've noticed. I don't know if it's just that the refresh rate's higher or whatever, but it literally up frames games. So whenever a game is 30 frames or less, it'll upgrade it to 60, which is epic because you can probably almost play the old Battlefront games in 60 frames. I haven't tested it, but I know there's a few original Xbox games that have that, and they look a lot clearer too. So that's one thing that I love about it. And I just find that really cool that they can do that. They can go into the I don't know if it's in the files or if it's in the console itself, but it's like an upscaler for older games. And what's really noticeable is when I played Watch Dogs 1 and I was playing through that, I noticed that before it would stutter whenever you turn, not stutter, but it took a second to turn a little more. On the Series X, it's zoom, zoom, zoom. And that's why I always make a comparison to my friends and people at my job, is I'm yeah, it's literally a lot better for any game that you play. Because Watch Dogs 1 isn't even on the list for supported stuff, but that's just one thing about it. Another awesome thing is animated backgrounds. So on the Xbox One, you only had images on the backgrounds. On the Series X, you have animated ones. Not many, but I'm sure it's going to change in the future. That's about it for that. And then you have the Series X enhancements. This is a double-edged sword for me. So, on one hand, you get a better looking game, higher textures and stuff, but at a cost. I'm gonna go into one of the bad things here, or partly in the bad things. So with the enhancements to games, you can't play them in the original Xbox One form. You can only play them on the Series X form, and that has to do with storage. So the Series X has a 1 terabyte hard drive on it, but if I look at it right now, Black Ops Cold War is 300 gigabytes. Gears of War is 150. Halo is 100. So you see where I'm going here. It slowly withers down to 30 gigs is what I have now. And that's only I only have 10 games installed on my internal hard drive, and I have an external big 3.5 inch drive just hooked into the back of it. It's a 4 terabyte. But of course, it's not an issue if you don't have a lot of Series X games like me. But yeah, so that's one of the things that I wanted to go into. Another thing is the quietness of it. So I've been saying I've had this thing on almost every day since I got it, and it's not even getting loud. It's literally just you can literally hear my ceiling fan over the Series X. That's how low it is. And then if I have anything else going, I can hear my computer's hard drive going over the Series X, which is really quiet. But that's that. I just really enjoyed that. Another thing, which is the controller. The new controller is very nice. So I was lucky enough to get one for Christmas for my Xbox One, which was nice. But they're really good controllers. So one thing that I will tell everyone this is the sides where you put your palm, it's aimed in more. It's aimed in towards the middle of the controller more. So it gives you a better grip on it, I would say. And me with bigger hands, it's more of like one size fits all for the controller, which is nice because I have some big hands, and it's kind of hard to get controllers that fit my hands decently. I tend to use the Duke sometimes, which is kind of funny because that's one of the controllers everyone hates for some reason. I don't know why. But then we have the next one, which is compatibility with everything Xbox One. So I have an Xbox One Turtle Beach Stealth 700 headset, and it works fine with the Series X. Since they're basically the same console, just one's upgraded, everything that works on the Xbox One works on the Series X. And I know that they're the same. I know that they're the same, but they're just they're very similar in terms of how they work. They're not the same CPU, not the same CPU, just not the same. But the way that they have it optimized is where it works for everything that has Xbox One. And yes, so the next thing that I wanted to point out was the fact, one of the things that the Series S does not have. The Series S, I had the choice, as I said. I got a Series X because I have a lot of disc games. I am so glad that Xbox and PlayStation are going with discs though. I know it's a dying thing to have, but I just love the fact that I can get a disc or something. Also, my computer is like beeping and booping. I don't know why. Okay, turn it down. Turn down. Okay, there we go. Okay. And then one of the other things is the expansion slot. So this is also a double-edged sword. So you know I was talking about my memory. The only way to upgrade your memory in a Series X is to get a $200 basically like expansion card. That's an NVMe card, and it's $230. And I'm like, oh, why? Because like they could have done this PlayStation and gotten the NVMe slot, but I guess that would make, I don't know, it would be kind of hard to do that. I would think. Well, not hard, but just hard to get which ones work for it and not. So it's kind of a double-edged sword again, which, I mean, is fine. But yeah, that's basically what it is. But that also, like, I don't know, I feel like they should have multiple brands working toward it, not just Seagate, but like Western Digital and that stuff. They should all make one just so they can compete, because competition is like the way to get cheaper stuff, if you didn't know. Which I'm sure many people know that, but I just figured I'd point it out. They should have that. And then the next one is to the controller again. The controller has a button on it called a share button. It is so good, because every console now has it, and it's great. So, for example, on my Switch, the only way to take a screenshot is to hold the share button, or not hold, press the share button. On the Series X, it's the same way. And you basically hold it to record, and you press it to take a screenshot, and that is basically that. And then also with the fan being that quiet, I'm not worried about it overheating, because it puts out a lot of air, because I think the fan is what it is. It's a really fast fan, but it's really silent. And that's just, I don't know, like, it's just cool. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is a few things I wanted to point out about it. I will be continuing to upgrade my setup. I'm going to get a Elgato HD60S soon, so hope you guys will enjoy that. Maybe 4K videos, maybe. I can only try. Might have to get a new computer for that, but you know, I'll try. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share this video, and also comment what you think. If you have any questions about the Series X, just comment them, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.